Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to be discussing how to make a model using quarterly theory, utilizing cracks and correlations and premium and discount. So this used to be a multi-part video, like different parts. I might actually mean it by different parts this time. And I decided to make it into one because I will be covering premium and discount and cracks and correlations in this video either way. So might as well just go ahead and discuss it with you guys in just one video, right? How to make a model using quarterly theory, utilizing cracks and correlation and premium and discount, right? So hope you guys enjoy. So foundational information that you guys are going to be utilizing within this video, right? Basic implementation of quarterly theory, cracks and correlations, of course, premium and discount, and confirmation tools. So I am going to go over everything I use in terms of entry parameters when I am looking for trades. I'm going to be going over everything, right? So if you want to learn how to make a model, pay attention, right? So start off, right? Where you guys should start in making your model using quarterly theory, right? The most important part of trading is understanding your weaknesses and your strengths, right? A lot of you guys build your models around your strengths and not your weaknesses, right? When you build your model that's supported by your strengths, right? You will create a model that's good, right? Produces good trades, but when you go on tilt, you fucking blow up, right? So what you should do is make a model that cocoons your weaknesses, right, and keeps them isolated, right? And when you do go on tilt, you quickly realize, or you immediately just say, okay, this is not the right thing to do here. I need to reevaluate and come back later. All of this stuff, right, allows you to go ahead and maximize your capability as a trader, right? If you guys are basing your trades off of your strengths and only your strengths and not incorporating your weaknesses, right, you're going to limit the cap in what you can see as your trader, and you're going to, or as a trader, you can actually end up reducing the probability of you making money in the markets, right? So make a model that incorporates your weaknesses by cocooning them, right? Keeping them isolated and not letting anything in your control affect the way you trade, right? That's a very, very important thing. So incorporating the basics, right? The foundation of QT is sequential SMT. You can't be a QT trader without incorporating that, right? So if you don't incorporate sequential SMT, I'm trying to tell you, but you're not trading quarterly theory. And if you are incorporating it, then I'm happy to tell you that you're trading quarterly theory. PSPs and SMTFs are some other stuff that can be incorporated as you see fit. Find out which ones you like. So again, not everybody uses SMTFs, not everyone uses PSPs, not everyone uses PRCs, right? But you guys should find out what you guys like the best and incorporate it within your trading, right? It's very, very important that all of you guys, every single one of you understand what you guys like. Some of you may even hate PSPs and SMTFs and just want to incorporate sequential SMT with your own maybe rejection block model that you got from Powell. I don't fucking know, right? But you guys should find out exactly what you like within your trading, what you feel fit in your model, and incorporate it, right? Back test it, forward test it, review it, recap it, implement it, learn from it, take losses from it, learn from those losses, take wins, and make money off those wins, right? Those are all things you should be doing. So cracks and correlations, right? What is a crack and correlation? So in terms of crack and correlation, it's not simply just sequential SMT. That is one form of crack and correlations. When price is not booked the same on every single asset, that is a form of crack and correlation, right? There is hundreds of cracks and correlations, such as, I'm going to go over the ones I use personally, right? Open close divergence. TPD is a big one I use as well. Premium and discount. I also use cracks and correlations with true day and true week openings, or true opens in general. That's very, very, very important. You guys should be incorporating that as well into your trading, right? And then I use a bunch of other stuff, right? So when it comes to understanding cracks and correlations, I'm not referencing, oh, this is just sequential SMT, crack and correlation, bullish. That is not what I'm saying. That is an incorrect statement. What I am saying, though, and what I do mean, is anytime that price is not booked the same on every single asset is a form of crack and correlation, right? Find out which ones you like and then incorporate them. Now, of course, there's the basics like PSPs that everybody uses, SMTS. Those are the ones that are really, 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 really good, right? A lot of those times, PSPs are the only ones that I think that you can actually enter off of in terms of like the ones that they taught. True day opens, true week open, crack and correlations are huge. So use those as well as a reference point within your trading, right? As mentioned before, your sequential SMT will be supported by structure, right? Structure trumps everything. Meaning if you're in a bullish market and you're trying to short and there's bearish sequential SMT, either one or two things are going to happen. One, you're going to eat a stop loss real fucking quick. Or two, which is also a possibility, but it can happen, we reverse to EQ of a range and then reverse back up higher and take you out or hit you stop loss break even, right? So find a cracking correlation that suits your trading style and incorporate it. If you prefer to catch reversals, look into swing divergence and soups, right? Below true day open or above, whichever one, bearish or bullish. If you prefer to catch continuations, look for fractal PSPs, right? I'm going to go over that in a different video. I use that a lot. So if you're looking for those reversal points, right, look for swings, look for soups, incorporate stuff like other cracks and correlations, right? Swings are a type of crack and correlation I didn't mention that are very, very good as well. Sometimes they're 2-bar sequential SMTs, right? Incorporate cracks and correlations because what you guys are trading an inefficient market that is turning efficient once you enter. So, or you're trying for it to become efficient once you enter, right? So what I mean by inefficient, I mean you're trading a market that one asset is not as correlated to the primary one, right? So NQ's dropping, ES is not making a lower low, NQ creates sequential SMT. You are now trading the recalibration of price back up to its objective, right? So basically that inefficient market for a short amount of time turns back to being efficient and then delivers back up to being or delivers back up to its objective, or bearish depending if it's a bearish or bullish example, right? So premium and discount. I can go on for 7 hours regarding premium and discount because there's so many ways you can utilize premium and discount, right? There's so many ways. And there's many ways that people don't even know exist using premium and discount, right? So I'm going to go over a few, right? If there's one common aspect with pretty much every QT trader that I know, it is that they utilize premium and discount. Now, it might not be the premium discount that you know, which is just swing high, swing low, right? Whether it be with true opens to gauge premium discount, swing grading PSPs, weekly ranges, almost all QT traders utilize some form of premium and discount. And I'm going to go over that in this video, which was also in this slide right here, right? There are some ranges that are more refined, which is what QT's basically there for. QT's there for you to refine the range that you currently see in the marketplace, right? The objective of quarterly theory is to refine, right? Giving you the ability to catch, tops and bottom ticks, right? Of course, but you're trying to refine price. So a lot of the times you guys saw, especially the last 2 weeks, right, is me say, okay, I want to see EQ of this range. And the EQ of the range I'm talking about is a fucking discounted wick, like this candle. I'm not looking at the entire range, I'm looking at this candle right here. And I want to see EQ of this candle, right? And the reason behind it is because, it's a fractal distribution candle. I want to see EQ of it and deliver back up higher. Some of you guys may not know what the fuck that is, and that's fine. That's normal. That's okay. But understand something, that premium and discount does not always mean the basic way that ICT taught it: swing high, swing low of a dish, or swing high, swing low, and then swing graded. That's not at all what premium and discount is, and that's a huge misconception of you guys who are just starting to learn quarterly theory. Bringing in that logic into into QT from ICT, and it's gonna fuck you over big time, right? You can use PSPs as ranges to refine them. You can use PRCs. You can use weekly ranges. The only type of range that I actually swing grade from high to low, and just the normal high to low range, nothing really QT related, is usually just a weekly range. That's the only type of range that I actually swing grade with probability and say, okay, I want to see this occur. Like, I'm gonna swing grade this range, and I want to see EQ this range get hit, right? Or this kind of low below EQ. That's the only time where I utilize that weekly range. And the reason why I'm still stuck on that premium and discounts, because it's very important. And within your QT journey, if you don't understand the meaning of premium and discount, right? It's not only just a fixed price, right? You can also have cracks and correlations with true X opens or with any true opens to gauge premium and discount. Meaning, if you're above true week, you're above true day, and you're probably above true session as well, and there's sequential SMT, you are in terms of time and candle openings, you're in premium of the range. You should be looking for shorts, not for longs, right? So if you're below it, you should be looking for longs, not for shorts, right? You're using your true opens as a reference point and price to dictate to gauge your premium and discounts. Very, very, very important, right? There's many ways of doing it. Incorporating analogs as well is also going to help, right? Or end dogs, right? So in terms of knowing when prices will reverse, you can use premium discount to determine valid PD arrays that will most likely support price to its target, right? A lot of the times you find discount arrays, but again, it all depends on the actual range you're swing grading. If you are going ahead and looking at the wrong range, you are going to get fucked. I'm telling you. If there's anything I suggest implementing, and I mean anything, if there's anything that I want you guys to really learn, is premium and discount, right? It's important in how price is booked beyond comprehension. And without it, you'll struggle massively, right? There's multiple ways to view premium and discount, whether it be with true opens, PSPs, weekly ranges, whatever it may be. But utilizing it in general is going to save you guys a headache when learning quarterly theory. So please learn it. Right? There's a bunch of videos out there that me and Theory have made. So watch them or ask in the chat. Preferably, I would ask you guys to ask in the chat, because I'll show you an example. And if you want to know one specific way that I use premium discount, watch the Fractal PSP video. So confirmation tools, right? What confirmation tool can I use? Well, listen, utilizing premium and discount is going to be very important in this, right? Because price will not reverse. Price will not go back to your buy side objective or go to your buy side objective unless it's done mitigating lower prices. So reverse engineering your thinking. If you want to enter long, ask yourself, is price done going lower? If you want to be bullish, ask yourself, has price hit terminus on the bearish delivery to then support my bullish narrative? If the answer is no, then guess what? You're probably going to get fucked one more time before price goes up higher, right? Again, utilizing premium and discount, true opens, analogs and end dogs will greatly support this narrative that you may have, right? So incorporate into your trading and ask yourself if price currently would support the narrative that you want to see, right? So for confirmation tools, here are a few that I recommend using that me and Fear end up using a lot of the times. CISTs are the most sustainable ones out there. They're the most basic entry form out there, right? They have a protected stop loss, usually create imbalances, and give you a good distribution with a solid risk to reward. So CISTs are definitely up there on the list. You also have PSPs with open-close divergences. A lot of you guys have been incorporating that and like it. That's a phenomenal way of incorporating PSPs. Souping PSPs, TPTs, ISMTFs are they're so potent when it comes to being able to enter reversals. If you just know when to use them, it's a game changer, right? So if you're looking for souping a PSP and you soup a PSP and that PSP is a 15-minute PSP, for example, right? You soup under it, you go under true day open and true week open. You're looking for longs under that true day and true week open, right? In terms of discount, right? When looking for longs, anything under true day and true week is a discounted area for price to then enter off of to then reverse back up to go higher, right? Also, too, when you have SMRs looking for ISMTFs or PRCs that create SMTFs and they get inverse, those are so potent as well, right? When looking for SMRs, look for IFEGs, right? Specifically ISMTFs, right? Lower time frame cracking correlations will be effective in determining your lower time frame confirmation for your higher time frame analysis, right? So utilizing OBCISDs, right, on the 5-minute, or utilizing, for example, a 1-minute PSP being souped and then having a delivery off of it, or a 1-minute PRC OB. All of these, like I have in the picture right now, all of these are lower time frame cracking correlations that support the lower time frame confirmation that you want to use to then enter for your higher time frame analysis, right? So these are all multiple ways that you guys can go ahead and utilize cracking correlations and how you guys can go ahead and, make a model, right? And incorporate QT using it, right? So if there's any questions you guys may possibly have, feel free to ask me in the chat and I'll gladly help you guys out. Peace out.